Hey guys, I am Colleen and I'm a person. I like to read and I like to write, but I do whatever on this channel. And today I just wanted to talk about the recent anime shows that I have been watching and also talk a little bit about the winter and spring 2024 animes that I want to watch. So let's get into it. I haven't watched that much. I'm currently watching A Sign of Affection, so that's technically still on my to-watch pile because I'm not done. I think it recently just got wrapped, if I am not mistaken. I've only watched 2 so far. I just finished Apothecary Diaries and it was so good. I know it's not 2024 technically, but it just got wrapped and I was so glad that I started it again from the first episode after watching it so many times already. But yeah, I watched it again from the first episode right up until the last and it was so good. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's on Netflix. Watch it because it is so good. I still haven't found anything quite like it. If you know of any anime shows that are even a little bit the same level of storytelling, then I would love to hear about it and watch it as well. If we're talking 2024 anime, I already said that I watched 2 so far. The first one is Villainous Level 99. There's a longer title. I may be the villain, but I'm not the demon lord or the final boss or something. I'm gonna put it up somewhere. It's way too long for me to remember, so I've just been saying Villainous Level 99 because that's the first half of it. And yeah, so pros. First is that the story felt finished by the end of it, which is nice because that's something that I always have a frustration with anime most of the time, since they can't fit the source material. Usually it's like a web novel or a novel or a webtoon or something. They can't fit all of the source material in the anime, so it always feels unfinished. But not with this one. I really like that it felt finished. Another thing that I liked about it is that the episodes were set up like a real otome game, as in some scenes were repeated to show how the character diverted from the programmed path. Another indicator of this is the plot line where the characters have sort of programmed milestones that they absolutely can't miss. They have to go through it. So at that point, the character almost becomes sort of NPC-like because they have to go through that scenario in the game. I really liked that about it. I like the treatment of it. Another thing that I liked about it is that the concept of leveling up has a very game-like meaning even within the world. Of course, for the characters within the world who are not aware of any like other lives, past lives or whatever, it's just their one life. But the concept of leveling up is the same as how it would be in a game, and that's how the people themselves in the world see it. Like leveling up, you have to level up your skill so that you can like increase your stamina or finesse your fighting ability and stuff like that. I really like that about it. It's very game-like, but that doesn't take away from the story, which is really great. So the romance for the story is a bit secondary, but it's still cute. I like the guy. He wasn't there right from the off because, as I said, the treatment is very game-like. So the main character was not even immediately there at the beginning of the story. It was the character that was supposed to be the protagonist of the game, if that makes sense. The story starts with them. Spoilers, by the way. But yeah, it's secondary, but it's cute. One more thing about the story is that the MC is a bit stoic. She's cute stoic, not annoying stoic, which is great. Negative that I have, or room for improvement that I have for this story, is that I don't know if the source material had more focus on supporting characters, but in the anime, the supporting characters I felt like weren't really used to the fullest. Some of the characters, the supporting characters, weren't even really given like a proper conclusion to them, like what's her name, the blonde girl, Eleonora. I would have liked if the other characters had a bit more depth to them, or at least had their stories concluded as well. Overall, I would give this like a high 6 or a low 7 out of 10 because it was pretty good. The second anime that I watched is The Seventh Time Loop. I forgot if there's a longer version of this title, but yeah, there probably is. The Seventh Time Loop. It's also winter 2024. Pros: there was a glimpse to all her past lives, which I thought was great. Most of the glimpses were set up in the first episode, so you have sort of a background as to how she came to be, how she has all these skills because she remembers all the past lives and everything that she learned from those lives. It's a reincarnation trope. I like that there were glimpses to a lot of her past lives. I also like that she, as I said, has skills that she utilizes for this life. Everything that she learned in those past lives. I think she was an herbalist, she was a scholar, she was a warrior. She was also a maid at one point. I forgot her other endeavors. But, of course, she learns stuff. She was a merchant. And yeah, she learns stuff from these experiences and utilizes them. She is very smart. She's not helpless. She's very strategic. And I like that she set up these elaborate things. She could play the long game to set up these things so that she doesn't die. I mean, a lot of these reincarnation trope or regression trope animes, the character usually does some things that will help them not die, but especially with this one, I think she was very strategic and I liked it. Another thing that I liked about this is that the love interest does not try to control the MC, and I've been seeing that a lot lately with books and with manhwa. I like that this anime, the love interest doesn't try to control the MC, and rather he sort of relishes whenever she does something insane or tries to rebel. And yeah, he literally says he can do whatever you want, even if the things that she does are borderline dangerous to her own well-being. Okay, cons. The male MC, while I did like that one thing about him, I thought he was a bit boring or like overly passive. At first, I wasn't minding it because I thought there was going to be an explanation as to why he turned out the way that he did. There wasn't really. He was just there. I don't know. I thought there was a build-up for that purpose. I don't know why that wasn't explained, as well as why the timeline kept repeating. I would have liked if there was an explanation. I don't know if there's a season 2 or they're planning a season 2 for this one, but I would have liked an explanation as to why the timeline keeps repeating. I mean, it's repeated 7 times. I fully support all the endeavors that she did for all those 6 lives, but she must have been curious why the timeline kept repeating. I mean, there's probably a reason, and I would have liked to know that reason, but they didn't let me in on it. The major negative that I have for this is that there are a lot of unsolved plot lines. I don't know if they're planning a season 2 for this. There wasn't anything clearly indicating a season 2, but let's see. If there is a season 2 and it comes out soon, then I take back everything that I said. Very quickly, I'm going to be talking about my Spring 2024 TBR. Nope, not a TBR. It's not a book. It's a plan to watch. Winter, Spring 2024 plan to watch. I already said that I'm still watching A Sign of Affection. This is a sign language type anime. The main character is deaf and the guy makes an effort to learn the way that she communicates, and I thought that was so sweet and so nice. And the next one is Gekkai Elise. think she's a doctor. I think this is a medical one. The next one is Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. I'm also planning to watch The Demon Prince of Momochi House. I'm also planning to watch Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. She's a Russian student and she's fond of this person and only expresses said fondness in Russian. The next one I think has a mystery angle to it. It's called How to Become Ordinary. Next one is Grandpa and Grandma Become Young Again, where an older couple turns young again. I don't even have to say the blurb for most of these because the title says it all. I think it's already airing as well. The last one is A Condition Called Love. Most of these are romances. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this encouraged you to check out some of the recent anime releases. A lot of the late 2023, early 2024 ones are already finished. I hope this encouraged you to check those out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!